Hello everyone! I am gonna do this video because I haven't done a kind of video like this in a while. I feel like I should give my input on this. So, this is entirely unscripted, so I have no clue what's gonna happen, but we'll just see what happens. So, I'd like to talk about the leaks that have been happening. Specifically, the ones about the new chapter that's gonna be PTB in like what? I'm recording this on the 4th, so in a couple weeks. We have some interesting information as I go and look up the specific tweets about this. Specifically, I'm getting my leaks from DVD Leaks. So we have the shop cosmetics for chapter 21, we have all of the interesting outfits, and we have the new killer. And because of the whole release schedule that Behavior has for cosmetics, and this one, the killer has a legendary cosmetic indicated by the 1485 auric cells needed for it, which usually coincides with a licensed killer. The other thing that we found out is that the killer will be coming out on the chapter release, and the survivor, which is going to be original most likely, will be during the mid-chapter, which is odd, to say the least. So, I wanted to give my 2 cents on what I personally think about this matter. The killer, if they are licensed, there's been a lot of rumors going around, could it be Chucky, could it be Candyman, could it be, all these different things, and I am gonna bring up someone that they haven't brought up in a little bit. I'm bringing up Jason from Friday the 13th, because specifically, I have heard that the lawsuit has been finished for a while now. So if they're gonna be getting Jason, I think they would be getting him right around now. I mean, they would have to have worked with them for a little while, so it might not be, considering the lawsuit just finished. But if they've been talking throughout the lawsuit, which I assume they have, because Jason is a pretty big horror icon. And Makote also said something about the next licensed person being from a movie in an interview that I saw from someone's video. Can't remember who. So if it's gonna be from a movie, I think it would be Jason. Now, I was thinking for a while what the legendary cosmetic could be, because it doesn't specifically have to turn them into an entirely different character. Although that's often what happens, it could just be something very different from what they normally are. So Jason, he has a lot of different forms, but I think the legendary cosmetic could be Jason X, because he is very different from all the other Jasons, and I would love to have Jason X in the game. And I've been going through a bunch of ideas for powers that he could have, but specifically I want to focus about the legendary cosmetic, because that is a big point about these licensed chapters. What could the legendary cosmetic be? The other option could be Pamela Voorhees, but I don't know, depending on the power, that really wouldn't make sense considering she was just kind of a psychopath. Just throwing around a couple ideas. There's a lot of different licenses this could be from, but I'm putting my bets on Jason, because I think he would be a very good character to have in the game. So, let me know what you think about that. Now, the other thing that I wanted to talk about was the mid-chapter cosmetics. We have the new survivor, and the new survivor is going to be an original survivor. Now, everyone was talking about how no one's gonna buy a new original survivor just by themselves. Because why would you? Survivors are just basically a new cosmetic and a perk pack of 3 perks. Now I thought about that, and I remembered a certain DLC that came out a little while ago of The Evil Dead with Ash coming into the game. And lots of people bought Ash on release. Why did they buy Ash? Well, it could be because they were a fan. It also could have been because of Old Metal of Man. Which means I think that this new survivor is gonna come out and his or her perks are gonna be ridiculously overpowered. Like, old Metal of Man leveled of overpowered. Maybe not all 3 of them, but at least one is going to be so incredibly meta-changing overpowered because behavior wants people to get this survivor. Now, it could also be the same way with that new killer, because it's just a new killer, but the new killers have new powers and stuff that people are going to buy, and it's a license, so it would make sense to have the killer just be a really cool killer, and their perks are just like what we've gotten in the past. But for a new survivor to sell, they're either going to have to be an incredible looking survivor that everyone is going to want to play, or their perks are going to be extremely overpowered, and everyone needs them to keep up with the meta. So we're looking at old Metal of Man, we're looking at another old DS, we're looking at something crazy. Now, this might not happen, that's just what I think is going to happen. So just be prepared, maybe get 9,000 shards ready, in case that's going to happen, because I can nearly guarantee one of their perks are going to be crazy. And eventually, when all of the riffraff, calms down and everyone has bought it, they're gonna nerf the perk back down to something like current Metal Man, which is just regular meh perk. It has its uses, but it's relatively garbage in comparison to the rest of the stuff. So, those are my predictions for the new chapter. I really hope that we get some a good character with a nice power. I hope they aren't just oppressive killer in chase number 54, because we've had enough of those already. We have Trickster being incredibly overpowered right now with his add-ons. Well, not really overpowered, but just like crazy oppressive. So I really hope we just get like a nice killer. Just please give me a nice killer that I'd be excited to play. I have fun with Trickster, but my goodness, does he feel like I am extraordinarily guilty whenever I play him because he is so unfun to go against. So let me know what you think. Let me know what your theories are in the comments if you like the video. And I will see what other kinds of videos I want to make. I hadn't done this video in a while and I wanted to do something nice. So yeah, let me know what you think, let me know your theories, and I will maybe keep you up to date if anything new comes out. So with that being said, I will see you all in the next video.